Hello, welcome. I am going to talk about Darya. Darya is an Apple and Android app that I made and published on the Apple Store as well as the Google Play Store. A cross-platform app, and Darya is like a location-based task and expense management app that I made, quite ahead of its time, and I'm very proud of it. So usually the task-based app, you have them as list, and the best you could do is something like, oh, at the grocery stores I have to buy this, and at the dentist of course I have to get my teeth cleaned, my teeth examined, something like that. So the apps that you use, the to-do apps that you usually see, they're very dumb apps in the sense, even though everything we do is tied to a location, but like the to-do apps now, they're just crappy, basically crappy software by crappy people. My Darya, on the other hand, what it did was it would assign a location to the task that you were doing. So for example, if you are at the dentist, you can't really do anything other than get your teeth cleaned. You can't get your vegetables at the dental store, although that would be an interesting dentist office. So my app, you would see a map on your phone, like a Google phone or an iPhone, and you would click on it, and you could say what your task was at that location, when it would be due, things like those. So very, very intelligent, and I'm actually very proud of it. It's like quite ahead of its time, and I made that. Programming wise, I did of course the iOS programming, the iPhone programming, the Android programming, as well as the backend. The backend had been AWS, so and of course like AWS, Route 53, the relational databases, scalability, all of that good stuff. Authentication, of course, you'd have your account signed through email. You'd confirm that it's actually you doing it. Redis for various tasks and purposes, but like a complex project, not just like a local storage throwaway. Of course, like remembering the user data, it seems like when you're using an app, oh, it's so simple, but like an actual complex app, they actually store your data locally, as well as if some change has been made, they will fetch the data from the cloud. So I did that. I published this in 2013-14, so it's 10 years ago. So very proud of it, and of course very complex, way ahead of its time. And that was Darya, like a location-based task manager and expense management. So the expense part of that was, when you go to Peet's Coffee or Starbucks or whatever your particular poison is, like you're spending money, but like you're spending money at a location. Like at the grocery store, you spend money there. At a coffee shop, you spend money there. At a restaurant, you spend money there. At the dental office, like you spend money there. And like when you're going over your expenses, usually you see it as like, oh, like this is what I'm spending here, but it's not really organized by the location. And like the fact of the matter is, the location is I think the key factor in seeing where the money is being spent, and that's the correct paradigm of thinking about it. So I took that idea, and then of course I translated it into reality, into this app, and I'm going to post some screenshots on it. And that's my second cross-platform app that I made about 10 years ago, 2013, 2014, and I'm very proud of it. And thank you so much for listening, and see you again. Bye.